Today I'm going to cover a handful of points that will help you. For the purposes of the video that you're watching, I've set the difficulty, the score factor, to 30%. It's a 100-day game, so the first wave will be showing up sometime around day 13. First and foremost, you should always be building either tents or food. If you're not currently doing either, then you should be planning to expand to the next area where you can get food. That is, either saving up goods to build a Tesla tower or waiting for that Tesla tower to finish. You might see a great choke point and think, hey, I want to expand up to that choke point, but your first priority should be clearing land towards food and clearing land on which to build. Your first 3 tents should go up within a couple hours, and then at hour 8, when your first income hits, build a 4th tent and use the remaining gold to build a food building and a sawmill. If you can't get to wood yet, or if there's a much better place to put a sawmill or fuel tiles outside your current energy zone, you might put up a Tesla tower instead. But you do need that sawmill. You need the wood primarily for Tesla towers, but also for rangers and the first econ buildings. You should try to get a quarry up around day 4 or so. You'll need the stone to build those econ buildings. Chances are you'll be burning wood like crazy, so you should plan on getting a second sawmill up pretty soon, and at least a third, if not a 4th and a 5th, before the first swarm hits. Never leave any gaps undefended. After the first couple days, you should bring your troops in close and set them to either block choke points or patrol along the larger open choke point areas around your base. Do not give in to the temptation to ignore an approach to your base in order to go kill some zombies elsewhere, because zombies are going to be coming from everywhere slowly, but if you let one through, it can cascade into game end. Anytime you hear the "our troops are under attack" announcement, whack that spacebar, pause the game. Go find out who walked into trouble and get them out of there. Note that one way to do this, many times you can build a scratching post behind them, start the construction, tell the troop to move behind the scratching post, and then unpause the game. That scratching post, which is just one single wood wall segment, is enough to divert zombies to go attack the wall instead of your troop. This will give your ranger time to regain health and kill the infected. Soldiers generally have enough hit points and enough attack strength that they don't really have to run away from much. Alternately, you can kite infected along, loosing a couple arrows into it, and then retreat a bit further, although that does require some micromanagement. Eventually, you'll have enough materials lying about, which you should if you're aggressive with food and tents and sawmills. Your next goal in the early game is to get up a soldier center, a warehouse, and a wood workshop. You should really have all 3 of these complete before the first wave hits, as well as being able to complete a few items of research in the workshop. The order that you build those 3 buildings in is up to you. The soldier center first makes clearing land easier. The warehouse helps you accelerate econ faster. Building the workshop first lets you tech sooner. Whether that means building a ballista, which is useful, like if you've got a VOD near your base. There are other things you can tech into as well. Feel free to explore on your own. I ain't the boss of you. Whatever. Finally, know when the swarm announcement will come. For 100-day games, that announcement will happen on day 13. For 80-day games, it's on day 10. Days 16 and 20 for 120 and 150 day-long games. Leading up to the announcement, that is when you're anticipating it, you should have 100 gold and 15 wood saved up. When the announcement comes, move all of your troops over to that side, all of your extra troops at least, over to that side of the map. See if you can guess the path the infected will take exactly, which will help if you want to build a tower. Otherwise, wait until the announcement duration is up and you see an arrow on your map, and that'll let you try to identify a choke point that they'll hit much more accurately. So with your 100 gold and your 15 wood, put up 5 walls. That's really all that you need. Also try to use some land features in order to provide additional defense, and park your troops behind the walls. If you've got the cash and the wood, you can put up a wood tower too, but that takes a bit longer to complete. You might not have the tower finished before the infected show up. More walls will provide a greater measure of security, but you don't really need more than 5, especially if you've got experience guessing their pathing and infected behavior more accurately. That's it. Never stop expanding. Never think you've got a main. Keep pushing for more territory, more food, as well as building more sawmills and quarries. Keep pushing harder and faster, better and stronger, and you'll find yourself sailing through waves without difficulty. Good luck.
Harder, better, faster, stronger.